This web interface shows a visualization of the process and decisions that can be made on a local market by an end customer based on the Domino's local market model. What it includes is what markets the end customer can trade on and what kind of initial conditions and forecasts exist to support that decision making. Also, the main purpose is to include a simple game-like simulation for the involved decision making in order to illustrate the market model. And it just needs repeating that it's not an actual end customer interface, which is studied in Dominoes separately, but this is just a visualization of the process and a simple game-like way to illustrate. It just considers a single time period with several assumptions and simplifications. First, we have this simple scenario with a simple user interface to make these end customer decisions. It first has this description of the available markets. So we have the local market for energy, then the wholesale market for energy, then following in the sequence we have flexibility markets. So for local case we have congestion management, and then for the wholesale level there is, for example, balancing reserves. Next we have forecasts for the available information before acting on the markets. So we have forecasts of the energy markets and the end customer resources. So in this simple case we have only energy markets. So we have the local market for energy with a price forecast between 5 and 11 cents per kilowatt hour. And then on the wholesale level, price is potentially a bit lower, between 3 and 9 cents. And in this case, we don't consider the flexibility markets. Then we have the end customer choices. So what kind of resources are available for the end customer. So in blue bars, we have the energy. So on the top, we have 4 kilowatt hours of energy demand. And on the bottom bar, we have 1 kilowatt hour of energy production. Then on this orange bar, we have 2 kilowatt hours of demand response. So what this means is this consumer could use 2 kilowatt hours more energy during this period, and then use potentially 2 kilowatt hours of less energy on following periods. So assuming some kind of storage solution. Then we have choices for trading these resources. So we could, for example, trade on local markets. And then we see that we have 5 kilowatt hours of energy traded in total, resulting in a balance of 3 kilowatt hours due to 4 kilowatt hours procured and 1 kilowatt hour sold. So in practice, just 3 used from that market. And then we could also check this use production locally to specifically indicate that we will just need that 3 kilowatt hours. So we traded only that, resulting in a cost of 24 cents. And no imbalance costs due to we have purchased everything we need. And if we take this out, for example, we see that we don't purchase anything and we have 3 kilowatt hours of imbalance costs, resulting in a higher overall cost. So this was the simple case, just as an overview. Then we can simulate this with a more complex user interface where we can make more decisions. We will also choose a different scenario. So assuming a sunny day with a potential oversupply in the local network in some node. We then have again the same markets, and in this case also the flexibility markets, same resources as well. In this case, the price is a bit lower, and on the local market it's between 2 and 8 cents per kilowatt hour, while on the wholesale market it is potentially a bit higher. Then there is a need for flexibility down regulation on both of these markets, wholesale and local level. The choices that are available to the end customer are now a bit more complex. So in this case, we simulate that we can choose separately for each resource the quantity, price, and which markets to sell on. So for example, for this consumption, we can offer to buy it at this specified price on the local market. And if we don't then get it, we can also buy the rest on the wholesale level. Then we have production. We can, for example, offer to sell it on the wholesale level. The end result is that we have purchased 4 kilowatt hours on the local level and sold 1 kilowatt hour on the wholesale level for a total cost of 14 cents. For the demand response, we can offer to buy more energy on the local market if it is offered at a low cost. So in this case, the local network needs only 1 kilowatt hour for this specific node where this resource exists. So we consume 1 kilowatt hour more. For example, turn on heating or cooling a bit earlier than we would have otherwise, or use some other kind of storage. And here we have an additional trading cost from potentially shifted consumption. So we don't then need to purchase as much energy for the following hours. So we end up with a lower overall cost. We can then also offer to sell the remaining flexibility on the wholesale level, further reducing the costs. And if we made different kinds of decisions, so if we wanted to buy our energy at some low cost, we might end up in a situation where we have just an imbalance cost. And playing with these settings, we can indicate to the end customer what kind of decisions are made on his or her behalf on the markets, and what kind of results that would entail. So what kind of costs from that trading might happen, and what kind of uncertainties that poses. So what this shows is that how an end customer could affect its distribution of value from its resources. So for what use and where to best use it. So enabling this distributed decision making and affect its own costs. And this enables the use of demand response on multiple levels. So for local use, and then if not needed there, towards the wholesale level, potentially through some aggregation within a group of bids. But what this does not show is some other costs that are included here. So for example, the distribution network costs and transaction costs from this trading that would have to be added to this total cost. Also, the risks from uncertainties in the prices and the demand or production capabilities of these resources is not included here. And of course, as I said previously, this is not what kind of interface would be in practice available, as this would be a lot of effort for small resources, but this has the potential to illustrate some of these choices that have to be made, and how an automated process could be used on these markets.